You need to shake them off, Abby. Don't answer it. Your mom's on the warpath.
First, and then we can all just fuck off to bed.
He's like that. I'm like, calm down, take a seat, keep your wig on.
Do you remember if you did a round at the last?
On about the food round.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine getting that worked up?
Yeah, maybe we should just wait.
Thing. I mean, you're talking to us like we were children.
June started it.
Okay, ready? Question 1. Grime legend Capsy recently described my debut track as sick. But what is the track called?
Massage chair. Or a sex toy.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what it means. I think Lottie just thought that it sounded good.
Yes, well, I don't want to debate it with you. Just answer the quiz.
Okay.
So, my first track is called Vibin' It. There must be a lot of fans here because nobody got it wrong.
Yes, nothing to do with the fact she's been torturing us with it for months.
Question 2. This one's going to be a bit more tricky, but I'm sure you'll know it. So I recently designed a magazine shoot around my favorite book. What is it?
Does Lottie read? Can Lottie read? She can't have got much further than The Very Hungry Caterpillar. That's probably too advanced. Did she ever master the alphabet, or did she get arrested at I? That would explain a lot.
I think it might be The Hunger Games, or at least that's the only book that I know Lottie's definitely read. She was going to read the rest of them, but then the films came out, so... Yeah, she just...
Bored now.
Okay. Hunger Games.
The answer is The Hunger Games. Ugh, seriously, that book is so good. Like, once you've read The Hunger Games, why read anything else? I haven't. Let me just think about question 3.
I wish you had been at the meeting, just to see the look on your face.
What do you mean?
Oh, didn't your precious Uncle Marcus tell you?
What?
He burnt his hand. Poor lamb. Well, I burnt his hand. Accidentally, but I rather wish I'd thought of it.
What happened?
Well, I had a little stumble and I knocked one of my candles, which landed on Marcus. And straight away, his jumper just woof, up in flames. Now, quality clothing does not burn like that. So it just goes to show, doesn't matter how much money that man makes, he will never not be a cheapskate Titus. Anyway, Toby claims he was just trying to douse the flames, so he threw his drink right in Marcus's face, nowhere near the flames. So then your mother threw her drink on him as well, which did put out the fire, which is kind of a shame. But Marcus started wailing like a girl about his hand. He was in agony. So Lottie ran in with a wet rag and started rubbing it all over his burns. It was hilarious. So then your Nana got involved and started bandaging his hand. And then Bradley came in with some painkillers. And the fun was sort of over really then, which was sort of sad. But, you know, if it had been just me, I'd have left him to it. But he did look like he'd been dragged through a hedge backwards and forwards again. Very entertaining.
Question 3. According to a recent poll from my fans, what is my greatest strength?
Oh, right. Now, so this is the bit when she starts bragging about her singing voice, isn't it?
Actually, I think Lottie might think greatest strength means something else.
Like what?
I think she means her eyebrows.
I mean, why are we even playing along with this? These aren't questions. She's just manipulating us into giving her praise and compliments. It is pathetic.
I do honestly think she'll say her eyebrows.
The answer is obviously my eyebrows.
Good Lord, she's worse than I thought.
I was really surprised when my fans said that. You know, I was like, what about my legs or like my teeth or my eyes? And they were like, oh yeah, we love them all too, but like it's really hard to pick a favorite. And I was like, yeah, there.
Sweet succulent hell is she talking about?
Okay, so question 4. How many times has Dad taken me to Dubai?
Oh, crap. Put that down.
Well, I was going to say 14.
Yes, well, you're not exactly Carol Vorderman, are you? So just put the answer in.
I'm sorry, but the answer's definitely 14.
What are you doing?
So the answer is 14 times. Oh, I love it so much.
Well, I'd say well done, but I think we both know that was more luck than judgment.
Right, that's all the questions I've got. Someone else can go now.
She's only done 4 questions.
At least we got a few points that round.
I don't know why I even do these things. I mean, I don't care about winning, although I do quite like beating people. Still, a few more of these, and it'll be wiped from my memory like tears in the rain. What's that from? Is it from a film? Oh, Christ, it's not one of Lottie's lyrics, is it? God, better forget that. It is better to forget things. It just makes life easier.
Are you okay?
You do know there's something wrong with your sister, don't you?
What, just in general?
No, I'm
or-
just saying, she's behaving very oddly at the meeting. You know, all night, checking her phone, up and down to the window. I don't know what she was looking for.
Speaking with your Auntie June is like trying to charm a...
Yeah, signal's not great here, guys, so I'd rather do my round later.
Gird her loins, whatever that means.
Yeah.
I think she was probably just trying to drown out the sound of all the arguments, to be honest.
What happened at the meeting?
Oh, too much, babe.
Second from someone.
Don't tell her I told you the answer.
But you did know the answer.
Just don't tell her I told you, okay?
Mum, Lottie knew that one and the one before, actually.
Abby!
Right, so you must be cheating then, because there's no way Lottie would know any of the answers to these. And a few weeks ago, she told me she wanted to sample Mozart in a song. Mozart! And she called him the blind one who played the violin.
But
That's it. I'm not doing my round. I'm not risking vocal damage if you're just going to cheat.
I told you!
but you knew the answers. It's not fair. You weren't cheating.
Of course I was cheating, Abby! Oh, I've got an app on my phone that recognises the songs.
Oh.
That's why I told you not to say anything. Oh, you're so dumb sometimes.
Yeah, I am.
Fabulous birthday so far, Fleg. Do you think we're actually going to finish a single round this evening? Uncomfortable silence. My favourite.
Abby! Jesus Christ, what the hell?
They're on to me.
Who?
The killer. I got an email, anonymous. They
No,
told me to
Abby.
stop or. Oh my God, I can't do this.
I'm afraid it is too late for that.
No, I can't. I told you.
Abby!
No, I'm not built for this shit. What are they going to do to me?
Abby, stop! Stop!
What, Uncle Marcus? Are you okay?
It's getting worse, Abby. I've got less time than I thought. Don't give up on me. You're the only chance I got. Please, Abby. Please.
Okay.
Okay, listen.
As if you never speak to me ever again.
Just like his father. Complete, utter embarrassment.
Shall we go with increase?
Well, it's 50-50, Abigail. I'm sure you can handle it.
The answer is increase. Things are only going to get worse unless we act.
Well, what a lucky guess. Congratulations. You have the equivalent brain power of a flipped coin.
Thanks.
Question 2. Which greenhouse gas traps more of the sun's heat? Carbon dioxide or water vapor?
Another 50-50. It's clearly as much as Toby's tiny mind can take. It just goes to show it can cause permanent damage having one's head permanently stuck up one's own arsehole.
Well, guessing worked for me last time, so I'll go with carbon dioxide.
The correct answer, water vapour. See? I told you you'd learn something, guys.
Have you always been this dim? Or am I just noticing it now? I mean, all that money your mother spent on your education, and here you are, guessing in a quiz. A quiz made up by Toby.
It was a tough question.
Question 3. As a result of climate change, over 200 species of frog have gone extinct. And that's just since the 1970s. But what's the biggest threat that frogs face?
I might not have to guess this one. I actually saw a documentary the other day.
You watch documentaries about frogs?
Yeah, I guess. Well, it was about a lot of different animals. Anyway, I think the answer is disease. Warmer climates.
Yes, whatever. But if you ask me, the biggest danger frogs face is the French.
So
Put something down, Abigail, before he moves on.
I'll go with diseases.
The correct answer is disease. Warmer climates mean diseases can spread very easily. So it's not just us in the firing line, guys.
Well, that was easy.
I know.
Question 4. What percentage of the world's coral reefs have died over the past 30 years?
Sick. I've had enough of this. Toby, are any of these questions going to be not depressing? I mean, normally just the sound of your voice is enough to make me want to end it all. It doesn't need any more encouragement.
Oh, sorry, Mum. What, you want me to do more stuff on the fun side of our planet dying? You know what? I really tried with this, but I can tell by the answers I'm getting that none of you are taking this seriously. So, someone else can do around that. I don't care anymore.
Oh, at least we got some points. I just want to beat your mother. I just want to see the look on her face.
Auntie June, I have to ask you about something. About Uncle Marcus.
Do me a favour. The next time you speak to that arsehole, you tell him to stop asking questions about Daddy.
Grandad?
Yes. He was pestering your Nana about it all night at the meeting. It really quite upset her.
What was he asking about?
What you have to understand about your dear Uncle Marcus is that he has a very hard time moving on. He never quite got to grips with the fact that his mother died giving birth to him. And his father, my daddy, your grandfather, hated him for it.
Grandad hated him.
Well, that's what Mummy always told me.
I never knew that.
She said even after they got married, your grandfather could never quite forget what happened to Marcus's mother. Marcus was just a constant reminder. Mummy says that's why Daddy killed himself.
I thought you died in an accident.
No, that's just what we told other people. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What is it?
Every night, I can hear their voices. Shouting, screaming at each other.
Who?
That's the last time I ever saw him. Just watched the back of his head as he walked out the door. Only I could remember what they were saying to each other. He was shouting at her that he hated her. And it stopped. And I crept up to my room. I used to like looking at the stars. And I thought Mummy would be coming up to bed. But then I saw her moving slowly across the lawn towards the lake. And she had a wheelbarrow with one of Daddy's suits inside. I didn't think it was strange because she was always destroying Daddy's things, to prove a point, to win an argument, but why would you put a suit in a wheelbarrow? Well, unless I'm just imagining it, it's so hard to remember the truth, and you spend so many years trying not to remember anything at all.
Auntie June, something terrible has happened to Uncle Marcus.
Oh, what else shit is he coming out with now? Has he got aliens coming after him? Is that it?
What?
The thing you have to understand about your dear Uncle Marcus is that he's a nutter. Complete paranoid fantasist. Do you know, one year, He thought his business partner was trying to kill him. He said he was getting threats. Anonymous emails, anonymous. He's probably sending them to himself. So he got shutters put on all the windows, surveillance cameras everywhere. Do you know what happened? Nothing. Obviously. Your Uncle Marcus lost his marbles a very long time ago. He's dangerous. Don't trust a word he says.
Fuck. Fuck!
Kid, we need to talk. Abby, please. Please. If we had more time, I could explain.
You said this was real.
It is real.
How can I trust you? How can I trust anything that you say now?
I'm not paranoid. Some guy was making threats. It wasn't in my head. Oh, okay, so maybe I took the threats a little too seriously, but how was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know he wasn't going to follow through? How was I supposed to know that? As far as I was concerned, the guy was nuts. And then June got a hold of it, Abby, and the whole thing got twisted. And I don't know why I didn't tell you. I don't know. I didn't want to scare you.
So why are you telling me this time?
This time? Abby?
It just doesn't make any sense. You tell me the story that someone's tried to kill you, and now I find out that you've done this before.
This is not the same.
How?
Abby, I'm fucking dying! Fuck. Look, Abby, you either trust me or you don't. And if you don't, then this whole thing is done. And you're never gonna know the whole story. Is that what you want? Is that what you want, Abby? Just know this. I'm the only person in this family that would never fucking lie to you. Huh.
I believe you.
You don't know how much I needed to hear that, Abby. Especially with how I'm feeling right now.
So, listen, I think some of the stuff Auntie June told me could really help us. You okay?
No! I just spat out a bunch of fucking maggots!
There's nothing there.
Fucking everywhere!
Uncle Marcus, I can't see any maggots.
Fuck! Abby, get help!
What?
Fucking snake! This fucking snake, Abby, is choking me!
There's nothing there.
What?
There's no snake. It's really not there.
Hallucinations have started, Abby. Doc says once I start seeing things, you can count how long I have left in minutes.
I better get back in there then.
Wait. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm gonna be able to help you much longer.
Uncle Marcus? What is it?
I'm out of time. No use pandering to their egos anymore, kid. I won't be around long enough. If you want to save me, you gotta find the truth. Good luck, kid.
I guess this is it.
Absolutely not.
I'm telling you, I can do it. I am. I always play nicely. I'm a delight.
Mum still talks about it. She still thinks she can smell it. She's had like 8 cars since then.
I was 3 years old.
Yeah, she'll never forgive you. You can answer it or what?
Fine.
So the answer is Abigail. You should have known things are only going to go downhill from there.
Question 2. Who poisoned my parakeets when he was a child?
Is this you?
Look, I didn't think they'd die. It was an experiment. Okay?
I should have remembered this. You've done it before.
What?
I mean, it's pretty obvious if you take like a millionth of a second to think about it.
Abby, what are you talking about?
You know.
No, what?
I know you know.
So the answer to that particularly tricky brain teaser is, of course, Bradley, my son. He's such a joy to be around.
Abby, I need you.
What is it? What's the matter?
Time's up. Doc says if I take the right antidote now, I might just make it. I can't trust my brain right now, kiddo. I need you to pick one. It's okay, Abby. Whatever happens, happens. Just choose. Please.
It's thallium.
If you say so, kid. Chin chin.
Uncle Marcus?
You hear that? You hear that? The sound of my vital signs improving. He did it. He did it. He saved me.
Shit.
Yeah. Holy shit. Okay. Now, Abby. Now, why don't you go and finish this thing?
I can do this.
Abby, where have you been?
Oh, she's doing it for attention.